What's up everyone? I need to talk about the biggest theory that's been haunting me since the Stranger Things finale dropped. 11 is alive, and I have proof that everyone missed. Let's start from the beginning and break down every single clue the Duffer Brothers hid in plain sight. Remember when Callie aimed her gun at Hopper? He told 11 there were other ways to break the cycle. Callie lowered her weapon, proving Hopper right. That moment changed everything. Callie had always spoken the truth. To break the loop, both of them had to stay in the upside down and collapse with it. But Hopper's words showed her a new path. Not for herself, but at least for 11. When Callie died, she said something crucial. My story was always going to end here. Notice the word choice. Only hers, not 11's. Callie had lost everything. 11 still had hope. And here's the kicker. We never actually see Callie get shot. The explosion cuts the scene. That's not a coincidence. That's Callie's illusion. She sacrifices herself to secure 11's new chance at life. Now let's talk about that void conversation between 11 and Mike. She tells him, "I will always be with you." That's not a goodbye, that's a promise. 11 needed to fool everyone into thinking she died because the government would never stop hunting her. Dr. K would never stop tormenting the kids until she captured 11 and replicated her blood in pregnant women to build an army of superpowered soldiers against the Russians. That's why they needed a clear, undeniable scene showing 11 vanishing with the upside down. But it was all an illusion. Now watch carefully because this is where everyone got fooled. When they all return from the upside down in the truck, 11 is right there with Mike. The military stops the truck and 11 is still there. They make everyone get out, and where is 11? Still there with everyone. She didn't come from the portal, she didn't run from anywhere else, she's been with the group the entire time. So how did everyone see her at the gate when the upside down collapsed? Callie's final illusion. She made it look like 11 stayed behind while the real 11 escaped with the group. During the final school ceremony, Mike hears the echo of the speakers and suddenly realizes the truth. How could 11 have made that entire journey to the gate with the military chasing her and kryptonite aimed at her? It's impossible. Remember, kryptonite was still active the entire time, making 11 extremely weak. She couldn't use her powers, let alone run to the gate that quickly without anyone seeing her. But here's the question. How could 11 enter the void and talk to Mike without her powers under kryptonite's effect? Because at that moment, 11 had already escaped. She was already safe in the tunnels away from the kryptonite's range. And that's when she could finally use her powers again to enter the void one last time and say goodbye to Mike, making him believe she was in the upside down when really she was already free. 11 takes refuge in Iceland, the place she and Mike always dreamed of going, her safe haven to start a new life. But the clues don't stop there. Actually, we all see 11 escape in the finale, it's just that nobody noticed, except me. In one frame, we see a figure behind Hopper entering the door to the tunnels, exactly like Mike's theory about the mage escaping. Watch closely, that figure? That's 11, she's alive. The Duffer Brothers showed us everything, they just trusted that most people wouldn't catch it on the first watch. But when you piece it all together, the evidence is overwhelming. Callie's sacrifice wasn't just about dying, it was about giving 11 the one thing she never had: freedom. A chance to live without being hunted, without being a weapon, without being a number. Mike's story during that final Dungeons & Dragons game wasn't just hopeful fantasy, it was the truth disguised as a story. He figured it out, he knows 11 is alive, but he also knows that for her to stay safe, everyone needs to believe she's gone. That's the ultimate act of love, letting her go so she can finally be free. So yeah, 11 is alive. She's in Iceland, living the life she always deserved. And Mike knows it, the party knows it. They just can't say it out loud because the moment they do, the government will start looking again. That's why the ending is so bittersweet. It's not about death, it's about sacrifice. It's about love powerful enough to let someone go. Do you believe 11 survived? Have you spotted any other clues I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if this theory blew your mind, and and subscribe for more deep dives into Stranger Things. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, stay classy and never stop believing in the impossible.